one of my main observations and consideration after I did during the process of the book is that I understood something that happened to my father, because actually the man I'm talking about in the book, when I was a child and a teenager, we were the only one to know him. We, the kids, the school boys and girls, high school boys and girls who had him at school when he gave his testimonies, and when he took them as a part of the team to Auschwitz and Birkenau, they could meet and know the man that has been transformed, that has been somehow, my father passed through a process of reconstructing himself. When he was released back to Belgium after the liberation of Buchenwald, he was 19. He was an orphan. He was a broken man. And he could see no future. And he was that was the man he was. He was somehow not so much involved in the Jewish community in our town. He was not one of the main figures. He was on the side every time. And, but after he began to talk, and after people discovered that he's a very good speaker and invited him, the Minister of National Education in Belgium invited survivors and resistance to come to school and tell their stories to high schools. And then he wrote his book, and then he began to go with his group to Auschwitz. And then he got and received medals, decoration from a lot of organizations, different organizations of fighters of the American army, of the Belgian army, of the Belgian survivors. He got 17 medals and diplomas. And he was also filmed by the team of Steven Spielberg, okay? He recorded the testimony of 30,000 survivors, okay? This is his life project, Steven Spielberg. So my father somehow, he became someone else. He became, in the eyes of the high school boys and girls and the people that were meeting him, he was a sort of a monument, a living monument of the Holocaust. And he became a sort of a hero. But the man that I knew when I was a kid was a victim, not a hero. He considered himself a victim and not a hero. And this is a huge transformation that he passed through. And this is one of the things I wanted to tell in my book. I wanted to tell the people who know him, who met him. You know, he met thousands of people, thousands in his life, that he hasn't been all the time the man they know. It took him years to rebuild himself, to stand on his legs, straight and proud. Okay, and so this transformation from a victim to a hero, this is something incredible. And he also went back to drawing. He wanted to be an artist, and he could not accomplish this vocation that he had. And at the end, after he retired, after he was 60, he sat back and took a pencil and drew as if he never stopped. And he had some exhibitions, and people commissioned some portraits. He was a good portraiture. And he suddenly added to his visit card, artist, not only survivor, not only witness, not only decorated, also honored citizen of Brussels, but also artist. So somehow all this transformation made him a very happy man in the second part of his life. His second life is the life I was not with him. I left him when I was 19. And when I was 19, he was not the man he is today. Okay? So someone that was important to me to give my father a human face and to say to the readers, listen, my father is not a monument. He's a human being.